Hello, welcome to the weekly highlights program on Azərbaycan Television with the major developments of the week. I am your host, Ilham Məmmədov. Now first, let's take a brief look at some of the top stories of this week. President İlham received U.S. Assistant Secretary of State for European and Eurasian Affairs, James O'Brien. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham was interviewed by Euronews channel on November 23rd. The interview was aired on Euronews on December 9th. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham received credentials of newly appointed Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Malaysia, Ahmad Kamrizamil bin Mohtariza.
The ambassador presented his credentials to President İlham Aliyev. The head of state had a conversation with the ambassador. Ahmad Kamrizamil bin Mohtariza conveyed to President İlham Aliyev the greetings from King of Malaysia, His Majesty Al-Sultan Abdullah Riayatuddin Al-Mustafa Billah Shah Ibni Al-Mahrum, Sultan Haji Ahmad Shah Al-Mustayan Billah, and Prime Minister of this country, Anwar Ibrahim. President İlham Aliyev expressed gratitude for the greetings and asked the ambassador to pass on his greetings to the King and the Prime Minister of Malaysia. Stating that political relations are well developed between the countries, the head of state emphasized the need to further enhance bilateral ties and determine new areas for cooperation, including investment, trade, and humanitarian fields. Expressing satisfaction with cooperation within international institutions, President İlham Aliyev highlighted the importance of two countries supporting each other within international organizations such as the UN, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, and the Non-Aligned Movement, considering it as a good example of fraternal relations. Touching on the importance of expanding economic relations, the head of state said that facilitating reciprocal visits among ministers, government officials, and business circles in the coming years could effectively contribute to this goal. Noting that the ambassador would spare no effort in this area during his tenure in Azerbaijan, President İlham Aliyev wished him success in his endeavors. Thanking for the warm words, the ambassador said that there are ample opportunities for expanding cooperation between the two countries and expressed hope that relations in tourism, trade, and other areas would be strengthened. The diplomat noted that he was honored to be appointed as the ambassador to Azerbaijan led by President İlham Aliyev. He emphasized that the president of Azerbaijan is a very charismatic and visionary leader. Ahmad Kamrizamil bin Mohtariza underlined that he would spare no effort in expanding bilateral bonds. During the conversation, they discussed tourism cooperation, expansion of cultural and humanitarian fields between two countries, and touched upon the implementation of direct flights and establishment of intergovernmental commission to enhance economic ties between Azerbaijan and Malaysia.
On December 6th, forum titled Karabakh, Back Home After 30 Years, Accomplishments and Challenges was held at Ada University. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham Aliyev, delivered a speech at the forum jointly organized by the Institute of Development and Diplomacy of Ada University and the Center for Analysis of International Relations with the support of the State Committee for Work with Refugees and IDPs, and then answered questions. 60 experts representing 30 countries joined the event. President İlham Aliyev received U.S. Assistant Secretary of State for European and Eurasian Affairs, James O'Brien.
The site stressed the importance of U.S. Assistant Secretary of State James O'Brien's visit to Azerbaijan in terms of discussions on various aspects of bilateral relations and the exchange of ideas on regional issues. President İlham Aliyev said that there was a rich history of relations between Azerbaijan and the United States, and stated that during the years of Azerbaijan's independence, the two countries had established the relations of successful cooperation in various fields, especially in the field of energy. The head of state noted that following the 40-day Paris Accord, Armenia had not fulfill its obligations, sent weapons and military personnel to the territories of Azerbaijan, and supported separatism. President İlham Aliyev noted that Azerbaijan had carried out anti-terror measures in its sovereign territories, put an end to aggressive separatism, and demonstrated exemplary compliance with the requirements of humanitarian law during the operation. The president pointed out that no harm had been done to civilians and infrastructure. Emphasizing that Azerbaijan supported the regional peace agenda, President Ilham Aliyev said that after the end of the conflict and full restoration of Azerbaijan's sovereignty, historic opportunities had arisen for the establishment of peace, noting that the United States could contribute to the process by considering the new realities. President Ilham Aliyev pointed to cooperation in the field of energy, the role Azerbaijan played in the energy security of Europe, and the ongoing projects implemented in the Caspian and Black Seas aimed at developing renewable energy potential. The head of state said the new transport and logistical opportunities had been created in the region along the Middle Corridor, noted that Azerbaijan's partnership with countries of Central Asia had expanded further, and spoke about the new cooperation opportunities in this area. James O'Brien in turn said that the relations between the United States and Azerbaijan had deep roots and that the two countries were good partners. He touched upon the role the United States played in delivering Azerbaijan's energy resources to world markets, said that his country supported the peace agenda in the region, the normalization of relations between Armenia and Azerbaijan, and the negotiations on a peace treaty, and pointed out that the United States was ready to continue the negotiations in this regard in Washington. James O'Brien emphasized that the U.S. supported the development of the Trans-Caspian Transport Corridor concept as well as the continuation of discussions on the opening of communications between Armenia and Azerbaijan. He stated the importance of looking into the future in the U.S.-Azerbaijani relations. During the meeting, the sides described the resumption of reciprocal visits as a positive step for advancing bilateral relations. The sides also exchanged views on regional issues of mutual interest.
On December 8th, President of Azerbaijan Ilham Aliyev received Secretary General of the Council of Europe, Maria Pejchinović-Burić.
Maria Pejchinović-Burić noted that Azerbaijan has been a valued member of the Council of Europe since 2001. She recalled that Azerbaijan inked and ratified numerous conventions of the Council of Europe, including the recently signed Council of Europe Convention against trafficking in human organs, describing all these as positive steps. The Secretary General of the Council of Europe commended the reforms implemented in Azerbaijan under the leadership of President Ilham Aliyev. Praising Azerbaijan's step towards ensuring a durable peace in the region, Maria Pejchinović-Burić applauded a joint statement adopted between the Presidential Administration of the Republic of Azerbaijan and the Office of the Prime Minister of the Republic of Armenia and the issues arising from it, particularly the steps related to confidence-building measures between the two countries. She expressed the Council of Europe's readiness to contribute to confidence-building measures between Azerbaijan and Armenia. The head of state underlined that Azerbaijan and the Council of Europe have shaped a very close cooperation over these years. President Ilham Aliyev hailed his relations with the Council of Europe and the Azerbaijan delegation's activity at the pace. President Ilham Aliyev emphasized that the joint statement agreed between the Presidential Administration of the Republic of Azerbaijan and the Office of the Prime Minister of the Republic of Armenia is a demonstration of mutual political will for advancing a peace agenda and normalizing relations between the two countries. The head of state emphasized that the Council of Europe is also a very good platform for fostering confidence-building processes between the two nations. During the conversation, they placed emphasis on the need for constructive dialogue and relations between the parliamentary delegations of Azerbaijan and Armenia at pace. Furthermore, they noted that the practical cooperation between Azerbaijan and the Council of Europe has seen a great progress. They discussed cooperation in the process of intercultural dialogue between Azerbaijan and the Council of Europe, emphasizing the crucial importance of sustaining this cooperation. The appreciation of Council of Europe's participation as a partner in traditional intercultural dialogue forum held in Azerbaijan, as well as the appointment of the dedicated representative within the Council of Europe to counteract trends of Islamophobia, was noted at the meeting.
President of the Republic of Azerbaijan Ilham Aliyev was interviewed by Euronews channel on November 23rd. The interview was aired on Euronews on December 9th.
During the interview, President Ilham Aliyev dwelt on the diversification of economy, reduction of the dependence on oil and gas sector, the state investment program mainly directed to the liberated areas of Karabakh and Eastern Zangezur, transformation of energy development from oil to gas, the renewable sources of energy, north-south and east-west transportation corridor, crossing through Azerbaijan's territory in different directions, the most modern transportation infrastructure developed in Azerbaijan, self-sufficient economy with good political connections with major international actors and the political stability and unity in the country, an important role Azerbaijan played in bringing a new dimension and dynamics to the non-aligned movement, the development of peace process between Armenia and Azerbaijan and how both nations could live in peace and harmony side by side as they do in many different parts of the world.
That was all for the week. Thank you for watching us and stay tuned not to miss the next edition of our program.